Let's do something fun, right? How many of you have heard about employees being disengaged from the company goals? It's been happening, and it's happening a lot lately. So what's happening also in order to bring a solution is that they're having more face-to-face meetings. They're bringing all the employees to events, to recognitions, to training, and this is exactly where emerging markets have the tendency to drive out the outflow for in terms of tourism. So we're combining two things here. You know, corporate needs to provide with events and motivation to their personnel, and also the tourism industry. We want to benefit from this very interesting opportunity by offering trips from Switzerland, from emerging countries to Switzerland. So as you can see, we are right there with a lot of trips from Switzerland to all over. And let me introduce you the team before I continue. We have Frank with an engineer and a PhD. He's an engineer with a PhD. Martin, he has a BA in Business Administration, and Marco Robles. Myself, I have a BS in Tourism Administration. So what are we looking at here? This is an opportunity that we think has a lot of possibilities, and actually it's happening right now. It's nothing new, and everybody, and we are here, we heard about emerging markets, and mostly China. China is a potential, of course, that potential is happening right now. So we're looking at Switzerland to be the host country of this. And what's happening in Switzerland right now? We have group trips and MICE trips.
Draw your attention to first, there's a strong potential there for outbound tourism already. It's growing a lot, but there's also a lot left. You look here for Brazil. So far, only 3.9% of Brazilians are traveling abroad. It's growing a lot. You see, from 2002 to 2008, the spendings were increased from 6 to 14 billion. This tells us high potential already there, a high growth there, and a big potential there for the future. So this outbound tourism market is going to boom and continue to boom in the future, just by having all people in emerging markets looking for more for like luxury trips. You know, we have somebody with luxury here going into also more expensive countries in the future. Similar picture for Mexico. Also here, strong growth, high spendings for outbound tourism, and also here the same two potentials available. Since we are in China here, and you see later on, we are planning to expand to China the second phase. Of course, China, it's booming, simply. I just came here last Saturday on a Swiss flight from Zurich to China. It was full of Chinese tourists. Really amazing, we are really, there's so a few Swiss guys sitting in there, and it's all about Chinese, but tourists, groups traveling there, with guides going back to China. But also struck us here when we check this, China is already today number 4 in terms of spending in outbound tourism. So Germany is still number 1, US, and then UK, and China's number 4. It was really surprising to me, people traveling outside. China is spending a lot of money, and it will take maybe another 2 to 3 years to look at the growth rate until China is number 1 in terms of outbound tourism, because in the last 3 years, the spendings of Chinese were growing by 20% on average. So how does the competition look like? Now back from the markets, again, seatbelts switched on back to Switzerland. Competition today, it's not a lot, and we have in general only 2 big players in Switzerland offering organized trips from emerging countries into Switzerland. Or better say only one, because the one, the Ovation Group, does a lot between developed countries back and forth, moving people from Switzerland into Brazil, for example, not the other way around. So at this point, hand over to Martin for more details about financials.
Hello, good morning. So looking at the financials, we would need a total funding of 500,000 euro, of which half of it would be spent for the proof of concept, and only if this would provide the successful business model, then we would spend the other 250,000 to keep the thing running. We went through 3 scenarios. Base scenario, which would show a break-even year 2, worst case, which would be the year thereafter, and best case would be to have the break-even already in the first year. All those scenarios are based on assumptions that a medium-sized trip would give us 45,000 euro, and the bigger one twice the number, and the smaller one only half of it, but all of it would give us a gross margin of 36%. Here we have P&L. I just want to quickly go through. It would deliver revenues from 1.4 million in 2000. And to conclude, we have a growing market, hugely growing market. We are having a successful business model, which we would just transfer of what is available in the market just into another geographical area. We have a successful business model in terms of providing those trips, and also the margin projection is absolutely solid. And the startup cost would be 500,000 euros. Thank you.